Incident 1. On August 14, 2019, guide Daniel Mercer led a morning safari in Ngorongoro. He briefed the tourists calmly before entering the open plains. The group expected a routine, slow-paced wildlife viewing. But early ranger reports mentioned unusual lion movement nearby. Daniel decided to continue deeper into the valley. Tall grass around the trail reduced visibility significantly. A cold wind shifted suddenly toward the hidden pride. A young male lion appeared and stared at the jeep. Daniel instructed everyone to stay completely still. A camera shutter clicked sharply from the back seat. The nearby lioness reacted instantly to the sudden sound. Daniel stepped out to draw her attention away. The pride interpreted his movement as a challenge. Daniel tried backing up slowly from the lions. His foot slipped on uneven ground behind him. The lead lion charged toward him without hesitation. Tourists screamed for help inside the jeep. Rangers were alerted but were far from the valley. The lions retreated into the grass after the attack. Daniel was found critically injured on the ground. Rangers began emergency transport toward the field clinic. Daniel lost consciousness during the evacuation. Medical workers declared him dead on arrival. Officials later restricted tourist proximity to lion prides. His death remains a reminder of wild unpredictability. Incident 2. On March 3, 2021, wildlife trainee Jacob Turner joined his first patrol in South Africa's Timbavati Reserve. Jacob was assigned to assist senior rangers tracking a roaming lion pair. The patrol began smoothly with clear skies and quiet terrain. Fresh tracks suggested the lions had moved closer to the riverbank. Jacob followed the signs carefully, staying a few steps behind the team. Dense reeds near the water reduced visibility drastically. A sudden rustle made the group halt in complete silence. The senior ranger signaled Jacob to stay behind him. But Jacob stepped slightly forward to get a clearer view. His boot snapped a dry branch under the reeds. The sharp crack echoed across the still riverbank. A fully grown lioness burst out of the reeds immediately. Rangers shouted for Jacob to retreat backward slowly. Jacob panicked and turned his back to run. The lioness accelerated, closing the distance instantly. Jacob stumbled on wet mud near the river edge. The lioness caught up before he could stand. Rangers fired warning shots into the air. The second lion emerged, complicating the rescue attempt. Jacob lay motionless by the reeds after the attack. Rangers pulled him to safer ground within minutes. Emergency medics arrived from the nearby outpost. Despite rapid treatment, Jacob did not survive. Officials later emphasized strict trainee movement protocols. His death became a cautionary example for all new rangers. Incident 3. On July 22, 2018, photographer Mark Holloway visited Kenya's Tsavo region alone. Mark planned to capture rare sunrise shots of the eastern lion prides. He parked his jeep near a rocky outcrop before first light. The area was known for unpredictable lion movement at dawn. Mark set up his tripod a short distance from the vehicle. Faint roars echoed through the dark savanna. Mark scanned the horizon but saw nothing moving. A small herd of antelope suddenly sprinted across his view. Their panic suggested a predator was nearby. Mark aimed his camera toward the noise behind him. A large male lion stepped onto the rocks overlooking him. Mark froze, hoping the lion would simply observe. But the lion began descending the rocks directly toward him. Mark backed up slowly, keeping eye contact. His heel hit the tripod, making it collapse noisily. The metallic crash startled the lion instantly. The lion charged without a moment of hesitation. Mark tried retreating toward the jeep. The uneven stones made him lose his footing. The lion closed the gap before Mark could get up. Tourists in a distant vehicle radioed the nearest ranger post. Rangers arrived several minutes after the attack. Mark was found with no signs of life. Authorities warned photographers against solo expeditions afterward. His death remains one of Tsavo's most sobering incidents. Incident 4. On September 11, 2020, safari guide Lucas Patel led a small tourist group in Kruger National Park. The group intended a short game drive near the Sabi River. Lucas had over 8 years of experience navigating lion territories. Early morning fog reduced visibility across the open plains. A distant roar alerted the tourists to a nearby pride. Lucas slowed the vehicle and instructed passengers to remain silent. A lone lioness emerged from thick bushes close to the trail. Tourists held their breath as the vehicle approached cautiously. Lucas decided to give the lioness space to move away. One tourist accidentally dropped a metal water bottle outside the jeep. The clatter echoed through the foggy morning, startling the lioness. She turned toward the noise, crouching in an attack stance. Lucas opened the door to redirect her attention. She charged directly at him as the vehicle engine struggled to start. Passengers screamed and ducked inside the jeep. Lucas attempted to retreat but slipped on muddy terrain. The lioness closed in within seconds, pinning him to the ground. Tourists radioed the park rangers frantically. A second lion appeared, circling the scene menacingly. Rangers arrived minutes later, attempting to scare the lions off. Lucas had already sustained fatal injuries by then. Emergency teams confirmed his death shortly after extraction. Park authorities updated safety protocols for foggy morning drives. Visitors were reminded never to exit the vehicle in lion territory. Lucas' death became a harsh lesson in respecting wild predator space. Incident 5. On May 19, 2017, documentary filmmaker Sarah Lynn arrived at Zambia's Lower Zambezi National Park. She intended to film lion behavior along the river at sunrise. Sarah set up her camera gear a short distance from the bank. The morning was calm with soft golden light. A distant roar signaled the presence of a hunting pride. Sarah remained crouched, attempting minimal movement. A lion cub appeared first, playing near tall reeds. Its mother watched from hidden cover nearby. Her foot slipped on wet mud at the river's edge. The small noise alerted the mother lion immediately. She charged towards Sarah without hesitation. Sarah froze, trying to appear non-threatening. The lion's speed made it impossible to retreat. Sarah stumbled over a fallen branch while backing up. The cub ran in panic, calling the pride's attention. The lion attacked swiftly, knocking her to the ground. Nearby guides heard her screams and rushed toward the scene. A second lion appeared, forcing the guides to wait cautiously. Sarah sustained critical injuries before the guides could intervene. Medics were called and arrived via park vehicle within minutes. Despite rapid first aid, Sarah succumbed to her injuries. The park temporarily restricted all riverside filming activities. Her death became a warning for wildlife documentarians in predator zones. Authorities emphasized strict adherence to safe distances from lion prides.